This computer. Welcome, everybody. It's another Shade of Blue, episode 12. We are ready to roll. Jared is here once again, 2 weeks in a row. He's breaking records.
Yep. I was just about to say that.
How's everything?
Breaking records. Doing good, man. What about you?
Same, man. Maintaining, working. Too much.
Oh, yeah. You've been working a lot, huh?
Too much, man.
Yeah.
Too much. And then New York is
hear
crazy
you.
these days. You can't even take the train without getting killed anymore. So New York is insane.
Oh, no. You take the train every day and every night too on the way home?
Yeah. See, the problem is the daytime, my wife will take me to the train, and that's daytime. Coming back at night is the issue, because that's when all the homeless and the cuckoos and everything, they're all around.
Oh, man.
And, these people just walk up and stab you for no reason. And they just, and they don't get in trouble because they're mentally insane. So it's like, you're the one putting your stuff at risk,
Have you seen anything crazy? What's the craziest thing you've ever seen on the way home at night?
The other night I was coming home and some lady was like 5 steps ahead of me, and she just pulled her pants down and just started releasing feces everywhere in the streets. A matter of fact, not last night, the night prior, they have some kids come on sometimes. I was like, wait, it's 2:00 in the morning. What are kids doing on the subway performing? So a bunch of kids come on, and there was some crazy cuckoo dude, but he was in his own world, and he was just he just kept going back and forth. But the problem is, I felt like he was doing it on purpose because his armpits stunk. So every time he walked by, you caught the whiff, and it wasn't pleasant. So then these kids come on to perform, and in his mind, he was part of the performance. So he's dancing with them, and they, and the kids are like, woo, as every time.
Oh, yes, because especially once he starts dancing, then he's for sure airing himself out.
It was airborne at that point. And then, they had the AC pumping. So it's like the AC's dragging it in and then pushing it. Then you get that cold air, but it's funk. So yeah, it was that was the other night. But this is every night you see stuff like this on the train. It's just not that I'm worried. It is worrisome though, because these guys, if they cut me up or whatever, they go to the mental hospital and they're out in a couple of days, and I'm the one all scarred up and messed up or dead. That's the only thing. That's where I wish I drove home and back, but the wife has the car, so
yeah, that's good. That's good anyways, that she has a car,
Yeah.
I know in New York, not a lot of people have cars.
Nope. Not at all. I didn't get a car till 2015 when my son was born. That's when I got my first car. I was like, we got the baby now, but yeah.
Because how is it over in New York? There's only a bunch of taxis and stuff, and Ubers and Lyfts. So when you get your own car, it's almost I'm sure it's really exciting, obviously.
The problem is there's nowhere to park unless you have a house or apartment complex that has a parking garage, but there's nowhere to park. Especially here in the Bronx, there's overpopulation. So over here, we have a designated spot now that we have, but prior, if we were at my parents' house and we left there and we got home anytime after 9, there we just didn't have parking for the whole night.
You were screwed, huh?
Yeah, we would just
park around 3 blocks away.
Not even. We would have to just leave it in an illegal spot and just hope that we don't get a ticket. We take that risk all the time, but now that we have a designated spot, it's better. But the parking is crazy. That's the main issue why people don't have cars here. It's because you just can't park.
And then I bet you there's a bunch of fender benders because people are they're so desperate for parking, they're squeezing into the tiniest spots that their car doesn't fit in.
The tiniest spots, you can't move, you can't get out. And then over here, especially, if you look at someone the wrong way, forget it. I'm like, yo, you guys are mad for what? You guys have 27 championships. What are you mad about? But
yeah,
the Bronx is a different beast, bro. I miss Queens. I need to go back to Queens, man. The Bronx is a whole different animal. It's crazy over here. I
can imagine.
It's crazy. But they have treated me good down here, though. They don't. I never had problems with someone over here. But
you never had to rough anybody up.
Oh, I ain't touching nobody over here, bro.
No.
As soon as I go to raise my arm, I'm gone. Pop, pop, pop. There's no hands over here, bro. Not at all.
Damn. Yeah, either
Did you see that?
guns or machetes. I bet.
Yeah, and then now they're going old school again. You're starting to see guys with the snakes around their neck and the boom boxes. Whoa, I'm back in the 80s again. I'm like, what's going on? I
With
don't know.
snakes and boom boxes.
Yeah,
I remember
the
the boom
Bronx.
boxes, but the snakes.
Yeah, the snakes around the neck and the what do you call that? The brass knuckles. It's just going back to the
Oh,
80s. I'm like, what is
you
this?
talking about like a real live
Yeah,
reptile?
yeah, yeah. Like a cobra, whatever the hell, like right around the neck, and then you got the brass knuckle, the boom
Oh,
box. I'm like, damn, this is like Beat Street. This is like Warriors or
oh
something.
yeah,
See, the
yeah.
Bronx is a different animal. I never seen people hang outside the house all day, like outside their apartment buildings. They get chairs and grills, and they'll sit there from the morning all through the night. I never
That's what me and my friends used to do every day in high
right.
school.
Yeah, over here it has like a suburban thing kind of where it's like everyone
Mhm.
hangs outside their spot. In Queens, you
Yeah,
don't do that. I never seen that before. Because where I come
yeah,
from in the projects, we had like big benches. So we used to hang out on the benches in the park. Over here, everyone just hangs outside.
yeah. So you guys got a lot of stoop kids,
A
little
lot of
stoops.
stoop kids, yeah. And the thing is,
Hmm.
there's a lot of Dominican here. So it's like they live how they live over there. Because when I went to Dominican Republic recently, I said, oh, now I see the style carried over where everyone just
Hmm.
hangs outside. No one leaves
Yeah,
the block. Everyone just hangs, sits right there, but the whole day. I'm
yeah.
like, I sit there all day. No one got to go to work.
Well, that's how you make friends too. I bet you all the neighborhood people walking by, they're like, "Hey, what's
Yeah,
up, Tommy?
yeah.
How you
Yep.
doing? How's the?"
And at night, sometimes when I'm coming back by myself, I like to see the familiar faces sitting out there. I'm like, okay, I know I'm all right.
Mhm.
But now we have like a couple, like we have this one lady. She looks, I swear, she scares the hell out of me because she looks like a dead person. She has like these
Oh
really like
man.
squibbly hair and she's dark and she's so skinny. And she just stands there at night, but out behind the ice machine or whatever. And
Oh,
I
she just
actually
stands like in the dark.
just in the dark and she don't say a word. So what I do is I just go in the middle of the street and I walk to my building because I'm not walking by her. I'm not walking by that. She spooks me, man. She really does. She's
So
scary
that's one of the regulars out there on the block that you try to stay away from.
at nighttime. Yep.
She might put a
And
hex on you out there.
between her and all the rats running around, I just walk in the middle of the street till I hit the building.
Yeah.
Because see, in New York, the problem here, we don't dump our garbage how you guys do. How everyone
Mhm.
has bins and it. Here in New York, you just dump the garbage in the streets and the rats just go
Yeah.
crazy. The rats are just out of
Yeah.
control. You seen the pizza rat?
Oh, he was taking a little pizza up the stairs and
Yeah,
everything.
the New York pizza rat. Then you got the pizza rat, and then when you look down on the tracks, it's water. You see goldfish swimming. It's just it's a zoo.
That's
It's a zoo, and that's why New York is different. That's why.
yeah.
That's what.
Well, we got
separates-
some crazy stuff here too. We got opossums. I had an opossum in my
Oh.
garage the other day.
Oh, yeah?
about a month ago. A giant one, dude. He was
Oh,
probably about that big,
wow.
and it looked like a giant rat. I
They're
freaked
so
out.
scary. Their eyes light up. They like glow, and they're scary.
Yeah,
as hell,
because I was
those
going
things.
to. It was like already like 1 a.m. and we were falling asleep, and we just heard like a loud crash, and I was like, "What the hell?" So I
Really?
go and I look around the house. I couldn't find anything, so I peeked into the garage, and the garage is like dark in there. And then I could hear like it sounded like someone's like a human footsteps walking towards me. So I freaked out. I
Oh,
was like, "What?" I closed the door again. I was like, "What the hell?" So I peeked again, and I flicked the light on, but I didn't see anybody in there. So I was like, "What the hell?" So I peeked in a lot more. And I looked all the way down the wall where I have all my camping gear and everything.
yeah.
And I have like a shelf at the very end. And it was the biggest tail, dude. It looked like a snake at first. I thought it was a snake just like slithering up my shelves.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what the hell is this? So I peeked more and I could see like a little side of its little hairy body. And I was only in my boxers. So I freaking hurried up and hit the garage door so I could start opening. And I ran back in here, put some clothes on. And then I ran back out there and I went to the front door because I didn't want to walk by it through the
Right.
garage. So I went to the front door and I was in the driveway just standing. I was like, all right, I was trying to look in my little shelves. I was like, is it still there? I couldn't tell. So I went back inside, brought both cars out of the garage, and I got the water hose. I'd start spraying everything and
Oh,
it never ran back out. So I think when I hit the button to go put clothes on,
yeah.
I think it must
Get
have ran out. Yeah.
They're scary, those things, man.
It was big, dude. It was giant. I was like,
How'd
oh.
they get in there? Your garage is closed, right?
About an hour before that, around midnight, I had went out there to we don't really use a front door a lot. We just use the big garage door, the one that goes up.
Yes, yes.
So around midnight, I reminded me, or I forgot that I had to take the trash out that day so they could take it the next morning. So I went out there, took the trash out, and I left the garage open for about 5 minutes while I was doing the trash. So I think he must have snuck in right behind me.
Holy
So he was
crap.
probably like right by me for a couple minutes. So
Holy crap. They see, because I was coming home from work one night when I lived in Queens, and it was a dead block, just a silent, no lights or anything. And as I'm
Mhm.
walking down, I was taking a shortcut. So I'm walking down, like halfway down the block, I just see these yellow eyes. And I'm
Oh
like,
man.
I'm looking, and then a car drove by, and the light hit the possum like real quick, and he was just staring me down right in the middle of the block. I said, "Zoom. I'll take the long way home. I'll take the
Yeah.
long way. No way in
But
hell."
I guess they go into some kind of trance. If a human grabs them, they just get like all stiff.
And they act like they're dead, right?
Oh.
That's why it's called playing possum.
Yeah, but they
That's
still look
why,
crazy when you
right?
grab them. They get their teeth out. They're like, so I'm not messing with that. Even if he's actually dead, he might come
No,
alive on me.
no, because I know they're illegal here. I know that for a fact. They've been illegal in New York forever. Because I remember one
Illegal
time,
to like have as a pet.
yeah, yep, in New York at least. I don't know how it is there, but I know here you cannot have a possum as a pet. You can't, because there's
I don't
someone
even
where
think
I grew up had one, and they called the animal control, and I mean they had like the SWAT team come in, and they were fighting this thing, and they had the net and everything, and it was like every day, like everyone back up. Those things are them, the possums and the raccoons those are like
Yeah.
my two things that I fear. I don't know. You
Yeah.
guys get raccoons there?
Oh, yeah, we got raccoons. Remember the video I posted a while back of that giant one? He was freaking
Yeah,
giant. He was walking
yeah.
across the street. And I was
Yes.
getting close to him recording. And he like stopped and he like started hissing at me. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yep. Yeah. They
We
pull.
got we got kit foxes. I've seen a bunch of those out riding my bike at night. And then I don't know if it was just like a giant fox or it might have been a coyote one time. We were out there riding the bike trail way out there in the desert. And it looked like a giant wolf, dude, just like walked across the trail, just like right by us. He didn't even care about us, but he was huge. I was like, oh, I never seen that before.
No,
That was the
right?
first time and the last time.
Now, are they dangerous coyotes if you see them alone? Are they able to kill us?
I think so, if they really wanted to.
A
Because he
coyote?
wasn't scared of us. It was me and my friend Adonis. We were riding and we were kind of about 10 feet from each other. I was in the front of him and I just hear him go, oh, and like I heard him scream. So I turned around and he was just strolling across the bike trail. Like he just looked at us like, what are you going to do?
Right. I mean,
Mhm.
see, I'm not messing around with none of that. That's something
Yeah.
I don't partake in. I'm from
And
New
it's around
York.
around that same area too. My friend Georgie, it was about 5 of us riding in a pack and coming up ahead of us. I thought it was another fox or something on the bike trail. I was like, what is that? And then little by little they started scattering. So it split into a bunch of little things. And we realized there was a bunch of skunks. So
Oh,
we all freaking took off around them. But since Georgie was the last one, by the time he got there, they were already spraying and shit. So they sprayed them
and
all out.
and how's that smell?
Oh, he had to leave his stuff out. I think he rode the rest of the way home with no shirt. I think he left his shoes out there.
Shit.
So yeah, it's pretty bad. Mhm.
How would you describe the smell though? It's like bitter.
You know how they say some people's marijuana smells like skunk?
Yeah.
Salt
Okay.
skunk or something. It smells almost just like that, but really
Okay.
strong.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same exact
Oh.
smell, dude. Like sometimes we can't even tell if it's a skunk you're smelling or someone smoking weed around the corner.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
same
Okay.
thing.
It's the same thing.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
man. Skunks, porcupines,
Oh yeah.
raccoons, possums. That's one thing.
There's all
I'm
those
lucky
big
in New
rodents.
York. Yeah, but it seems like in the Bronx here, I guess because when you're in the Bronx, you're the closest thing to upstate. So
Mhm.
once you go through the Bronx, you enter in upstate New York, and there's a lot of like when you're in the highway here, there's a lot of mountain. You can see Bronx was cut into a mountain. Like
Oh really?
it was all mountains here, and you could just tell the Bronx is just cut. Because even on my block outside my building here, there's like a big mountain, like a wall that you could tell they just cut right through.
Oh yeah.
So
That's crazy.
you get like a lot of wildlife over here, a lot of especially raccoons, just a ton of them, ton of them. Like we have like a courtyard here, and it's just raccoons just everywhere. Pregnant ones,
Yeah.
mom raccoons, dad raccoons, babies. They just, but they don't mess with us and we don't mess with them. Outside the bodega the other night, there was a group of guys playing dominoes and stuff, and the raccoon was like sitting there with them, and they don't mind
shooting dice with them.
Yeah, shooting dice with a raccoon. They don't mind. It's like they're like part of the neighborhood.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, we also got we got bobcats up in the mountains, mountain lions and bears.
Yeah, bears now.
So, but I've never seen a bear in the wild. I've seen scat and I've seen a bobcat, but I haven't seen a mountain. We've seen paw prints in the snow and they look fresh, so we took off.
Yeah, now those things. I wonder if they will kill you if they wanted to.
A mountain lion will for sure.
Yeah.
The little bobcat, they're a little bit smaller, but I think they could probably kill a human if they really wanted to too.
Yeah, I don't want to ever see like a puma or something like that, man.
Yeah, puma and bobcats or mountain lions are the same things.
The same things, right? But when I seen a puma at the zoo, a puma's like huge.
No, yeah, mountain lions ones we have here, they're legit giant. They're freaking bigger than like your biggest dog you've seen.
Yes, but a bobcat stays tiny, right? Because I know they're like
and they don't have a tail. Their tail is like a little nub.
Yeah.
Which, well, all right. We're getting our Animal Planet on. We got to get into sports.
Us. You know us.
We talk everything on Another Shade of Blue.
We do.
Yeah. What is his name? Jack Hanna or Steve Irwin, Jeff Corwin.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Steve. What was that? His name was Steve Irwin, right? The guy who died.
Yeah.
The alligator, the crocodile hunter.
He got killed by a stingray.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's when the Devil Rays took the devil out of their name and now they're just the Rays.
Oh yeah.
Because it was right at the time of his death they took the devil out. I mean, come on.
Did they do it for him or was it just like a coincidence?
I got to look that up, but I know it was right at that time when he passed away because they say he died by Devil Ray or whatever, and they took the devil out of the name. Remember when the Wizards? Remember they were the Washington Bullets. But then the crime rate, you don't remember them being the Bullets with Muggsy Bogues? No? And because the crime
rate like the early 90s or
in the early 90s, yep. Because the crime rate is so bad in Washington, D.C. They said we can't have bullets in our name. So that's when they went Wizards.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. Plus presidents' assassinations and stuff like that. So but I remember the Washington Bullets. That's when they had Muggsy Bogues. And who's that tall dude? Minute Bowl. And all of that.
Yeah,
that was
his son Bol plays.
Yeah, Bol. He's with the who's Bol with?
I don't even remember, I can't recall, but he was a rookie this year.
He was with Texas. I know that. I think he played for Texas in college. He was a Longhorn, and then I don't know who he went to in the NBA. Bol.
I forget. He didn't get that much play time. You didn't really see him often.
Like Taco Fall too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like those guys. They look like they have a lot of potential. I mean, obviously because they're tall as hell, but
Bol plays for the Nuggets.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's on the Nuggets.
He didn't play much. He played a couple games.
What did he average this year? He averaged 2.2 points and 0.8 rebounds. Yeah,
Does he have a 3? Does he have a 3 in any of those games?
Let me see.
Let's say 3-pointers made.
He made. Well, it says for the regular season he went 39%.
For threes?
Yeah, for 3. So yeah, he actually shot pretty good.
I remember I seen that game when he made his first 3, and they thought it was like the funniest thing because he doesn't look like he shoots threes. He's just tall, skinny kid, and he just freaking drained a swish. And
apparently, he's not so bad at shooting threes. He's almost 40%.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
He's not as bad as Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is horrible at threes, huh?
My goodness, horrible at threes, free throws, offense.
Yeah, they're saying he got to go. They don't want him anymore.
He got to go. No, he got to go. And the thing is, I don't want him either because they keep trying to link him to the Knicks. No. We're good. We're all right. We don't need.
Well, the
Warriors
my Uncle David. Oh yeah, I don't want him either. But my Uncle David, the one that you got into it with on Facebook, he's a big Lakers fan, and he was saying last night because he came into town, so I was hanging out with him and my Uncle Pancho because they're brothers. But so anyways, we were out there hanging out and talking sports and. David was saying how he wouldn't be mad if the Lakers went after Ben Simmons.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know.
They could have him, I guess.
Mix good either. Him and LeBron, because they kind of play
No.
the same game. And LeBron needs
Mhm.
somebody to kick the ball out to shoot. You can't kick it out to him.
Yeah,
But
that's
these
true.
guys don't work on their craft in the offseason. They have all the time in the world to hit the gym. You have all the
Mhm.
money in the world. You have access to all the trainers and stuff. Work on your craft. Get a shooting coach.
Yep.
Come
Or
on.
get into do a simulated game. I was
Right.
gonna ask you about that. Do you know what a simulated game is in the MLB?
A simulated game, isn't it like where I know you pitch to like a live batter, right? And they simulate if that would have been a hit or a double or something like that. Or if you would have got
Yeah,
it
I've seen how
out.
they do it for. Yeah, I've seen how they do it for pitchers.
Okay.
It's a bigger thing for pitchers, but they just recently said that Corey Seager was starting to do simulated games.
But what does
I don't
that
know
consist of?
how does a position player do a simulated game? Like, what do they do? That's why I was being serious. I thought I was gonna see if you knew because I tried to Google it. I couldn't find anything about position players, only pitchers.
Yeah, I know how they do it. I never heard of a position player doing simulated games.
Yeah, because Corey Seager's what, a shortstop?
Yeah.
So I was like, what do they do for him for a simulated game? But that's what they said yesterday on the game when we were watching it. They're like, Corey Seager, he's gonna start doing simulations. I'm like, how does that work?
Let me see.
Unless it's just like a practice, they just have like a couple of his teammates out there just hitting ground balls at him and stuff.
I think so. Because this, you ever hear of Antonelli baseball?
Oh yeah, I watch him all the time.
Yeah, he has a thing.
Matt Antonelli.
January 29, 2018, he said, "What is a simulated game?" He made a video about it.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
seen
watch
that's
that.
the video I watched last night when I wanted to figure out. But he only talks about pitchers though.
Oh, so he didn't say any about the position players.
Nuh-uh.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
that's
'cause I
after I
never heard
watched that video, I went to Google it, and there's still nothing else. It only
Nothing.
talks about pitchers. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't, because usually a position player will just go on a rehab assignment.
Yeah, just go to like AAA or whatever.
Yeah, you get a couple of
Yeah.
innings in, and I never heard of a position player do a simulated game.
Me neither.
That's kind of weird.
But they said that
That's
about
something we
Corey
have to
Seager.
look up. Yeah, that's something we have. Of course,
Mhm.
for Corey Seager, he went through a simulated game.
Supposedly, I don't know what the hell he did, you know. But yeah, I've seen about the pitchers. They'll do like a fake score, and they'll have like a guy on set, like ghost runners on base and stuff.
Yeah,
That's for pitchers.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got to figure it out.
Got to figure that out. That's something we have to actually look up because that's a good question.
Yeah, I finally got you. I finally got you on one thing.
Yeah, no, I don't know because I'm just used to the pitching. I never seen a position player do a simulated game. I never heard of that. They always put a position player down like single A, double A, like that. I never heard of. That's something the Dodgers do. Well, speaking of that, you see, I think it was Jock Peterson. He got traded to the Braves. The Cubs traded.
Yeah, I saw that. He didn't last long in Chicago. I don't know why.
No. I said, watch, now he's gonna haunt me in the division. Watch. He's gonna every time the Mets play them, he's gonna go ballistic. My luck, watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he did too bad with Chicago, but I don't know. I don't think he played much, maybe. Or they didn't need him after all.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
But I'll tell my friend Georgie last night that we probably could have taken him back then, since Ballinger, he can't freaking hit a damn thing right now.
Still not hitting, right?
He got an RBI, like 2 RBIs yesterday, but he's still not up to par though, like no matter what.
Yeah, no, he's having a. How'd you feel about the All-Star game?
I didn't really watch it, to be honest.
Same. Those uniforms would just turn off completely.
I do care about the winner though, but because obviously the winning league or the league, they get home field advantage,
which we lost. So
we've lost it 8 years in a row.
I know.
Like, what the hell?
It's like, can we get home field advantage at all? Yeah. See, I don't like that whole thing. That's, to me, the team with the best record is home. I don't like that whole,
That's how they do it in the NFL. Throughout the playoffs, at least, until they get to the Super Bowl city.
Which was crazy that it was Tampa Bay and they were the home team.
Oh man, I know, what the hell, dude. Honestly,
they luck out. Whoever Brady's team is on, they luck out. Whatever team Brady, except for you play the Giants. But other than that, they
or the Dolphins.
Brady They remember. Oh my God, that whole play with the Miami Miracle where Gronk he's slipping and falling. And he
Mhm.
said, "What the hell? You putting Frankenstein out there to play special team?" Because remember,
Yeah, yeah,
he was all jacked up. he was all he was all his body was falling apart, and they had him out there playing
yeah.
special teams.
Oh yeah,
And that just didn't go good. He tripped once he hit that curve where he was dropping, it was over. Miami got that. Why would you put
yeah.
him as the last line of defense? Sometimes Bill Belichick gets too smart for his own good. He outthinks himself.
Yeah, he tries to think outside the box
He-
too often.
Too often. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it works sometimes. But then he learned this year, you need the players too. If you could be the greatest coach ever, but you need a team, you need players.
He needs Tom Brady.
He needs Tom Brady. Jimmy G did good with him too, though, and Matt Castle.
Hmm.
But you know,
There's some dude today on Twitter saying that what the hell is he saying, that Trey Lance is gonna win Rookie of the Year and he's gonna take the starting job from Jimmy G. Jimmy G is gonna be traded soon. Like, what the hell? I don't think so. I don't see it.
I don't see it, but it's not a stretch either, though. At least
It's
as
not,
far as like
you know.
Jimmy G losing his job, that's not a
If
stretch.
he gets injured early on in the season,
Which is gonna
I mean,
happen.
it's possible. You never know.
He's gonna get hurt, and then he'll be out 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and Trey Lance will play decent enough, and he'll be the starting quarterback for the future.
So you think that's what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
This
'Cause
year?
Jimmy G's
This
gonna
year?
get hurt. Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
You know he's gonna get
I
hurt.
mean, I hope not. Damn, because we win with Jimmy G when he's healthy. We win.
He did have that one healthy season though. He went to the Super
Mhm.
Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
he
I don't
started
know.
out his career as a starter 6-0, and then in his first full season as a starter, we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he doesn't lose, man. That's why I try to tell people all the time. He doesn't lose.
No, he
Sometimes his
doesn't.
numbers, his stats might look ugly, but he doesn't lose.
He's like Eli Manning. The stats sometimes don't look well. Eli's funny because the stats don't look great, but then when you combine
Yeah.
the stats, you're like, oh man, I didn't realize he did all of that. Jimmy G sort of like that too. Like the stats don't.
Same exact thing
Yeah.
with Kaepernick. Let me say this, because Kaepernick's last 6 starts in the league compared to Jimmy G's first 6 starts when he went 6-0 and he got the biggest contract in NFL history for a
Yep.
quarterback, their stats were identical. It was just Kaepernick had no team, so he went pretty much like, I think he went 1-5 in his last 6, and Jimmy G went 6-0 in his first 6, but their
Kaepernick
stats
got
were
screwed.
identical, dude.
Yeah, he
I
got
looked it up. And with Kaepernick,
Yeah, big time. Because I think he's better
Yeah.
than Jimmy G anyway. I think he was one of the top quarterbacks. I really did. He got
Yeah.
screwed big time because the guy had a candidate. And I remember because we played them that year. We played you guys. And he was
Mhm.
lighting it up. We beat you guys, but he lit us up. And I said, how is this guy not going to be a quarterback? So no, he can't play for any team at all.
no, I mean, like, nobody wants him. I guess he's shunned. He's pretty much shunned from the NFL. Or what do they call it? Blackballed, blacklisted.
Blacklisted. Well,
But man, I'm a huge Kaepernick supporter, dude. Like, I loved
Yeah.
him. He was badass. I love what he stood for. So
but see,
I don't know.
there's some guy that I watch on here. His name is Hassan Campbell, and he makes a lot of videos about Kaepernick because he says that Kaepernick he says this exact words, that Kaepernick got the bag and then he disappeared. That he did Black Lives Matter, he got the bag, and then he was gone and he vanished. So
I mean, he did it for a while though. He did it for like the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say he was just gone. He did it for a while as like the main front runner most of the time too.
You know what? I'm gonna start tagging you and my friend Jenny. She runs the she was a Calvin Klein model in the 90s, and now she runs the Boys and Girls Club on the Lower East Side in Manhattan. And he's always there, always down there with them. And she's always taking pictures with him, and he donates so much money to the Boys and Girls Club. Next time she posts that, I'll tag you in it so you can see.
That's your
it.
friend, you said?
Yeah. And she's really close with Colin Kaepernick. She runs the Boys and
Man,
Girls.
you know what you got to do? You got to get me an autograph.
Gotta get you an autograph. I'll ask her. I'll talk to her today. I'll message her today. So if you
Because look, right here on my wall, I got my the New York Times magazine framed. It's with what was the dude's name? I forget the guy from the Seahawks. The one who acted like he got beat up by the cops, but then he didn't because they released a video and he didn't get beat up. He has a twin brother.
Bennett. Michael
Yeah,
Bennett.
they have Michael Bennett in that. I don't know why they have him in it because it's the New York Times,
Yeah.
or the New Yorker, I mean, and it's Martin Luther King kneeling and it's Kaepernick kneeling with him, but then they got Michael Bennett in the.
Why is
It
Michael
would have been
Bennett
so
there?
iconic without him
Yeah, what does Michael Bennett have to do with that?
because he tried to kneel too, but he lied about what he went through.
They
He
should have
lied
had
about
Eric
it.
Reed there then. Eric Reed should have been there instead of him.
Yeah, and then I also got the Time magazine with the first one when he took a knee in 2016. I got that one.
I'm gonna
That
message
one's not
her
the
for
real
you
magazine; it's just a printout. But I got those hanging up right there.
because she's all, and I'll tag. So I'll message her. I'll ask her for autograph for you, and then I'll also tag you in her post when she has the Kaepernick stuff, and you'll see she's always with him, and but see that stuff that's not in the news though. I only know that because
exactly, yeah. I mean, he
that's
does because if it was always in the
localized
news, that would have a different meaning. That would be like, oh, look what
Right.
I'm doing. Give me a pat on the back. So the fact
Yeah.
that he's not doing it all on the news, that's
It's
just
great.
authentic.
I appreciate that. Yeah. See, for me, I like
Mhm.
Kaepernick. I think he's a good dude and he's authentic. Look, he never played it down again in the NFL. So he was authentic for real. I mean, he
Mhm.
lost out a lot of money too.
Yeah,
But
he
Nike
did in the NFL,
backed
but
him
he
up,
did. He
right?
probably made it all back and then some
Right, because I
with the
think
Nike deal.
Yeah, Nike backed him, which was a big deal at the time. Because I remember seeing a couple of my friends on Facebook burning their Nike stuff. I said, "Oh, because of Kaepernick, you're gonna burn your Nike stuff, bro? Come on, you know."
Man, that's stupid. I don't
Yeah,
understand that.
but Kaepernick is one hell of a quarterback, and he could play. Because my dad and I back then we were like, "Why don't the Giants sign him to be Eli's backup in case Eli falls apart or he's getting old?" I said it'll be nice to have Kaepernick come right in. It's New York. He'll fit in perfect here. But
Yeah, he probably could have fit in there because you always talk about that, like if certain players could fit in New York. So you think he would have been able to fit in?
For sure. Because over here with the Black Lives Power, the Black Power and all that, yeah, he would have fit in real nice here. And again, like I said, he's always here anyway. I always see her posting photos of him all the time. He's always down in the city here. So I said he would have fit perfect. Then, like I told you, outside my job, they have the big billboard of him and everything. Yeah, he would have fit. He would have fit good here. He just has like that New York swag too. He has like a swagger about him that's New York, and he could play. Guy has a rocket arm. He could run.
Yeah,
he
was big time. He was a superstar.
Yeah, big time. It sucks for you guys, man, that happened because you know they didn't do him any favors either. They put a crappy team around. The same thing they did to Eli Manning. They put a crappy team around him at the end, and then they blame him and push him out, and the team still sucked when he's gone. So it's like, you know, Kaepernick got the definitely. It wasn't right what happened with him.
Yeah, the short end of the stick.
The short end of the stick. They say he got the bag and ran, but I see the photos. He's still around doing his thing. I see it all the time. So
yeah, and he even said too he doesn't care about the money, but I mean obviously because he already has it. But I mean,
yeah,
I think we'd rather be playing too, though.
Man, I want him back in the league, but it's never gonna happen. I think that ship has sailed. So
you never know. Did you see what I posted today about the X Games?
No.
Tony Hawk came out of retirement randomly yesterday. He surprised even the announcers didn't know he was showing up. So if Tony Hawk come back at 53 years old after 20 years of not competing, and he placed fourth, he almost got bronze.
Damn.
So he came back after almost 20 years. Randomly, he just showed up, said, "I'm gonna skate today," and he did the vert. He was in the best trick, and he did some pretty good stuff, man. But the young kids, they took the medals.
Well, isn't he like the Michael Jordan of that sport?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He is.
Yeah, because not only did he do he did the 900 in 1999, the first ever landed in competition, but he also had the games, the video games,
which were
video games are what pretty much brought skating back because skating was dying before Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. Skating was on its way out.
Were good too. Those are classic video games. I mean, everyone loved the Tony Hawk games. Even kids who didn't skate were buying it because it was such a good game. Yeah,
did you play them?
I dabbed in them, but I was always a Madden. Oh, yeah. Like a Tony La Russa baseball, or what was it back in the day? It was
Blitz.
Triple Play 96, Triple Play 97. Then I did a lot of Madden. So I was always with the baseball and the football, NHL.
Remember Blitz, the arcade version? Remember Blitz 98, and the players were all buff, and they used to break dance in the end zone?
Yes. It was like NFL Street. It was like the NBA Jam version of football.
Yeah, and we used to throw it. The ball would catch on fire if you threw a Hail Mary.
Yeah, yep.
Mhm.
And the NBA Jam was my game too back in the day. I used to like them.
Yeah, I like that
Some
one too. But no,
arcade.
yeah, like I was excited, dude, when I saw that yesterday when Tony Hawk came back. I was pumped up.
I always see him now in commercials and stuff like that. Tony Hawk. He's
Yeah,
always
he's old. He's 53, and he's still out there
still out. Well,
making
he
his
looks like
money.
he keeps in shape. So,
Hmm.
and I mean, do you think in skating it's like typical sports where age matters though, or you think you never lose that? Does it deteriorate with age, the skill? You
You'll
think?
for sure, you'll for sure lose a lot of your tricks, but
Okay,
you'll never stop skating if you're a skater.
but you definitely do like lose a little something as you age.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially with those guys that do vert like Tony Hawk. Like that's why he only did the best trick because he couldn't have done like the vert actual competition where you go back and
Right.
forth a bunch of times. He just did the best
Oh,
trick where you just drop in once and you do a trick and then you get out.
okay, okay. Yeah, he probably couldn't hang with these
But
young
I'm
people.
saying that, but then Bucky Lassick, he's another legend and he's almost 52 and he's been in the X Games ever since.
And he was
He was
busting
in it
it
yesterday
down.
too.
But he's not as well known either as Tony Hawk, right?
No, not to the world, but if
Okay.
you know skating, then you know Bucky Lassick because he's a legend in skating too.
And all these
Yeah.
skaters, are they typically from the West Coast? They're typically from California, right? Most of them?
No, surprisingly not.
No?
No, there's been a few from like Philly,
Hmm.
New York, and stuff. Like
Wow.
Harold Hunter, you know Harold Hunter?
No.
Oh, dude, Harold Hunter, he was pretty much like a legend of a street skater from back in the day. He died at a young age, but he was from New York.
Really?
And Stevie Williams is from Philly, and he's a legend too. He made DGK, Dirty Ghetto Kids,
Okay.
and yeah, and
Because
there's
I
a bunch
know,
of them that aren't from California.
because I know
But when
like
people think of skating, they do think of California and
yeah,
surfing
it's a
stuff.
California surfing. It's because like a warm
Mhm.
weather sport, and you need space. So it's like,
Yeah, that's what
but
they said. Where's the Love Park?
Love Park.
That's in is that Philly, right?
If it's love in it, yeah, it's Philly. But there's no love in
Yeah,
that city. But
you
yeah,
know the Love Park where it has like it's the L and then it's the heart
the
with the
heart.
V,
Yes,
the
yes, we
big, the
have it
old
here too,
statue they
though.
had.
Yeah, they have it there, and we also have one here too. A big love, but that's in Manhattan. It's like a
I
love,
think
but
that's
yeah.
what it is. Wherever the original one is, that's where back in the day they all used to skate there because they had no skate spot. I think it's New
Uh
York then.
yeah, it's probably New York because we have it. Yeah, that's our thing, the big love thing.
Yeah, and they called it Love Skate Park, but
Love,
it wasn't a
yeah.
skate park.
No.
And
Oh, so
that's
they used to
because
skate
in
around
New
the
York,
love.
yeah, because
Oh,
in New York there was no skate spot, so they all used to just go there back in the late '80s, early '90s, and
oh wow.
that's where a lot of the pros came from back then, from New York.
That's something interesting. See, I'm learning something
Hmm.
about that because the East Coast ones I know is like the Jackass crew. I know they do the skating and stuff, but they're I think from
Yeah, they
Pennsylvania.
did do the skating, but they weren't like pros.
They're not pros,
Steve-O,
right?
he was like a amateur back in the day, but he was never pro.
No, and
But
wasn't this guy Bam? Wasn't he into it too?
oh yeah, he was a pro.
He
He
was a
was
pro.
he's
Oh, Bam was a pro.
he's pretty. And besides the Jackass stuff, Bam he and Viva La Bam and his he did what do they call it? He did some other shows back in the day like CKY and
Mm.
we had another name of a movie. But besides all that, he was already a legend too in skating
Oh,
because
see,
he was really
okay.
good.
And how about like
Hmm.
well, not Adam Dunn, the guy who their friend that died, Dunn?
Oh,
Wasn't he a
Ryan
skate?
Dunn.
Ryan Dunn, wasn't he a skater too?
He used to skate, but he wasn't like a. I don't think he was a pro. I think he dabbled in it. I'm sure.
And they're all from Pennsylvania, so those are like the only East
Mhm.
Coast guys I knew that were doing stuff like that. But now, yeah, you taught me something. I didn't know that. That a
Mhm.
lot of because my
Yeah, but
friend
another cool
David
thing
was
is
like that.
what was that?
My friend David, he was like he wore everything Fox bikes and everything. I said, bro, I
Mm.
used to tell him, I said, I think you need to go be out in California. I said, because your whole style is like for
Mhm.
out west. It didn't
So he
match.
was like into like the FMX, the freestyle
Big
motocross.
time. Big. He
Mhm.
hated sports with a passion, but he loved the X Games and all that stuff. That
Yeah.
was his thing. But he hated like traditional sports. He couldn't stand it. But I was always the one in California. I said, bro, I think you need to come out here and like you'll like life better. But he was a big New Yorker, so he just always stayed there. But that, yeah,
Yeah.
it just didn't match his thing. Didn't match where he was living.
I mean, you never know. There's skaters like in the tiniest towns that you won't even think of, like just little, I don't know, little armpit cities,
Mhm.
and there's a bunch of skaters there.
Matter of fact, this guy. His name is John Hyman, and he works for Death Row Records. He worked for them, and he has like a West Coast style. You know, he always got his Death Row chain, and he got the shirt, and everything's Death Row. But I didn't realize he's into skating too, because I was reading his biography the other day, and it turns out he's from like a town in Pennsylvania. He didn't grow up in California, nothing like that. I said, well, I thought he was a West Coast guy, but no, he's just
That name actually sounds familiar. I'll have
yeah,
to look him up.
skinny white guy with glasses. His name is John Hyman, and he was like,
I'll have to look it up.
he has a show with Reggie Wright Jr., Tupac security guard. He has a show with him called Bound First.
Yeah, okay. I think I've seen a couple of those interviews.
Yeah,
Those videos.
he's like the moderator for the show. He does like, you know, he talks to Reggie, and Reggie is like, John, pull up this, and John will research something. And you know, stuff, but he is from the East Coast. I never knew that. I always thought he was just a California dude. But no, his lifestyle fit California. But he's from the East Coast though. Because it's like rainy here, humid. It's just like, I don't know, it doesn't fit to be a skater. It's gotta be tough to be from New York and be into that stuff. Because you guys are lucky. You guys pick up your skateboard and you guys have all the streets and stuff is clear. You know, we don't have that.
Yeah. Another crazy thing is that a lot of us skaters that know about it, that gives us a lot of pride is, have you heard of Spike Jones? Not Spike Lee, Spike Jones.
No. Nope.
He's pretty much like the producer and creator of like all the Jackass movies.
Oh, okay.
And he also, he produced Where the Wild Things Are, you know, the cartoon movie.
Yeah, that was a good one.
He won a Grammy for that one. He won a Grammy. And he also produced the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix, where he's dating the little app or the little computer.
I that movie, I actually love that movie.
I love that movie too.
By the way, that's your doppelganger, by the way. Sometimes I feel like I do a show with Joaquin Phoenix, but yeah.
Dude, honestly, people always told me that, and I'm like, I don't know. I can see it sometimes.
Uncanny.
The fact that a lot of people tell me, I believe it.
Yeah, it's scary. It's almost if I told people right now I'm doing a show with Joaquin Phoenix, they would believe me. They would actually believe me.
I've got that a lot, man. Like a lot. But anyway, so I was gonna say,
do you agree?
I could see it sometimes.
Okay.
Actually, in some of his movies, when he makes like certain faces or looks from the side or something.
And your eyebrows are exactly the same as Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. But yeah, I get it a lot, man. I get it a lot. But anyways, the guy Spike Jones, the one who produced all those movies and Where the Wild Things Are and Jackass and all that, he started out making skate videos.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. I think I heard about that. Oh, is that somebody else? But yeah.
I think I told you. I think I might have told you already.
You might have told me. And that guy too, Adam22, he started out making skate videos too. And then he
was a BMX rider.
Yes, that's what he was. Yep. And then somehow he got into the hip hop scene.
Yeah, but Spike Jones, he created like the skate videos for the teams, like the chocolate skateboards that I'm always talking about, like the little cup, the chocolate skateboards. He did all their videos, the girl videos, bunch of stuff. So it was really cool when he won that Grammy for Where the Wild Things Are,
which was excellent.
Because he was like one of us. He was a skater. And then he went and freaking got it was a Golden Globe or a Grammy, one of them damn things. I forget.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know either.
One of them fancy trophies.
One of those fancy trophies, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a big deal in the skate world because we're like, damn, he's one of us, and he went out there, and now people know about him, like,
Yeah, it's a lot of
he's from New York.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Wow. Do you know where?
Let me see if I can pull it up. But he does have like a little New York accent too, not like super strong, but you could hear it.
Can you hear mine?
Yeah.
I have a New York accent.
Yeah. He's from New York City.
Okay, Manhattan.
Is that what New York City, New York? That's Manhattan?
That's Manhattan. Yeah, if you see like
Hmm.
NY, you're from Manhattan.
Oh, okay. But
Like
yeah,
my
dude, I don't
job
know.
is New York, New York.
New York, New York.
Yeah, the Empire State Building is New York, New York. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what you said when I sent you the picture of the New York, New York when I was in Vegas. You're like,
Yes,
oh, I'm in there working.
I'm in there working right now. You said, "Oh, you on break?" It's like, no, I'm in here working right now, busting my ass like crazy. Oh, they're working me to death, man. My lord. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's not all
Have you guys,
fancy on the inside.
man, have you guys done that the T prank to your security?
Not yet. Not yet. Thank you for
Hmm.
reminding me because I have the tea
You
bags
got to
right
be
here.
careful. Make sure he doesn't watch the videos and he gets tipped on it, and he doesn't fall for it.
Nah, he's blind or whatever. I think he might be deaf and whatever. So I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's watching the videos.
It's still kind. You guys got a blind deaf security guard out there. What if he goes senile and thinks you're an intruder and he
Oh, he's
fucking
already
shanks you
seen
or
now. He's already seen now. Out there fighting cops, shootouts, and stuff. So yeah, he's already. He needs a
that's crazy.
cleanse. The tea hopefully will relieve him of a lot of
Mhm.
toxicity he
Oh
has
yeah.
inside the
Mhm.
body, and he won't be as
That'd be funny.
crazy. No,
Yeah.
but he's gonna be going back and forth. It
Oh, that's
just
for sure, man.
collapses. It collapses you, man. There's nothing you
Yep.
can do. I
I've
try
been
to be
doing it
mentally
again.
strong.
I've been doing the tea a little bit more again lately. Like for a little bit, I was doing it like every 2 days, but recently I started doing it every day again, but just one tea bag.
Yeah,
And I noticed it doesn't hit me after 6 hours anymore. It takes like 12 hours now.
I think we're getting used to it.
Yeah.
Our
But it still
bodies are
comes out
slowing
though
down.
like it does at 6 hours, but it's just
Okay.
12 hours now.
Are you
Hmm.
irritated at all? Oh no, but use the dude
Mm-mm.
wipes. Use the dude
Not
wipes.
really though. I just use regular toilet paper.
Ah, see, I can't, man. I wouldn't be able to sit here. I'll be so on
Yeah.
fire. I couldn't. That tea was bad. It was great, but it's bad at the same
Mhm.
time because that shit.
Yeah, I mean it works. I like it because it gets rid of your bloatedness. So you don't feel all freaking big and gross. You know what I mean?
Right. And see, my position right now, my job is they put me in the elevator. So I go floor to floor. I
Hmm.
grab everyone's garbage that the cleaner ladies take out. They leave in front of the
Hmm.
elevator. I pull it in. But then since we're short staffed because of the COVID thing, I gotta go downstairs, load it in these big box trucks, and then take it all the way through the concourse up this other elevator, and then dump it. And you got the recycle bin and the garbage bin, and I gotta, so I'm just soaked. I'm talking about just soaked all night long. When I come home, if I take my underwear off, I could go like that, and the sweat would
Like
be
with sweat?
sweat. I'm talking about drenched, drenched.
Damn.
So the tea right now for me might not be so great because I think
Oh
I'm
yeah, that'd
already
be.
like battling dehydration. Because the other day I was sitting there and I saw like I got woozy for a second. I was like, wait,
Oh, you got dizzy?
yeah, I got lightheaded and
What?
everything. Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
that's not
just
good.
so hot and humid, and then I'm burnt. I don't get to sit. I don't get to sit. So it's just nonstop garbage down, garbage. We have 80 floors
Damn.
to take garbage from.
80?
80 floors.
Oh my God.
So and
That's insane, man.
and the garbage is all day. But then it's not just garbage bags. Sometimes they are tenant. Look what I found yesterday. Matter of fact, I got that for you.
Oh, what the hell?
Yup,
You found that?
I found this yesterday, just sitting there. Someone, one of the tenants threw it out.
What?
Yup, I'll send it to you if you want it. I'll send it to you.
Dude, I wanted that book, but I couldn't find it anymore.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Are you sure you don't want it?
Yeah, nah, I'll ship it to you. That's your
Damn,
boy.
that'd be really cool, dude.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
It was just sitting right there. It was just sitting outside the elevator. It wasn't in the bag or anything. Someone said, I don't want this shit. They just
Damn.
threw it to the thing. Yeah. So I said, I swiped it up. I said,
crazy.
I'm gonna give this to Jared when I see him. If you
Mhm.
didn't have it. So yeah, I'll send that to
No,
you.
I don't. I think my little brother Zach has it, but I don't got my own yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, you send that, and I'll send you something too.
All right. Sounds
It'll
good.
be a surprise.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll definitely
Mhm.
send you that. But
Yeah.
that's I find stuff like that all the time. Just random. But sometimes it's like big cabinets that weigh 1,000 pounds and they have an open container, like this huge open container. You got to throw, I'm just soaked with sweat
Mhm.
all day long. I'm just drenched. It's like, yo, bro, they're killing
That
me, man.
sucks. And it's like 10-hour, 12-hour shifts, or
I do 4 to 12, and then they needed me to stay last night, so I stayed up till 3 in the morning.
oh man.
So, and there's no AC in my elevator. There's no ACs in there, so I'm just like, I'm on fire all day long. But the
You
other
look
night,
like you're losing weight.
yeah, because of that. Look at my face. Look at that. Look at my stomach. Like when I woke up today and I looked at, I said, "Yo, I'm starting to get like a little." I'm kind of liking it. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I'm about to take someone's shift again and get some overtime again.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like my stomach is flat
Mhm.
now. Like and you know what the thing is the water. All day,
Mhm.
I'll probably drink in that elevator maybe like 2 gallons of water. Plus, I'm sweating, so it's just
Yeah,
all that excess fluids is just coming out. It's
that's
been
good
so much
though.
better than going to the gym. It's been like that's
Yeah,
why when they
I'm not a
put
gym
me,
person. I don't like the
nah,
gym.
I kind of got tired of it too, man.
Hmm.
I kind of
Yeah,
got tired of it too, and then I feel like when I come back from the gym, I'm hungry and stuff, and it's like I want to eat.
hmm,
There, I'm just constantly just pushing stuff, 100 pounds. So I'm just like in the best shape of my life right now,
yeah,
just by working. It's the
yeah,
craziest thing.
yeah. That's
Mm.
good though.
Speaking about that, I'm in that job I'm doing because my coworker, matter of fact, I'm going to his funeral tomorrow. He died in it.
Oh,
He died doing the job I'm doing.
what the hell?
No lie, can't make it up. My
He
man
died
Walter.
there.
He died. He was complaining, going because he's been doing this job since the pandemic. So
Hmm.
he had a pacemaker. He was a strong guy, some Polish guy, but
How old was he?
like 69. But he was in
Oh, so he was
excellent
up
shape.
there.
Yeah, but he was in excellent shape. Like he used to show me his beach photos. He was like a professional bodybuilder, so he still
Mm.
had the shape. Like he was extra strong, and he used to lift stuff up. And those Europeans, they kind of have like that country strength. So it's like,
Yeah.
you could tell he's from a different era. So like,
Hmm.
he has a pacemaker, or whatever. He has some heart problem. And then I worked with him like 3 weeks ago. Me and him teamed up, and he was complaining to me. He's like, "Man, I can't do this no more. They're killing me in here. I'm gonna retire in August. I'm out." I didn't see him
Damn.
after that. He went missing. And everyone's like, "You heard from Walter?" He wasn't calling into the job, nothing. They couldn't find him. And then his
Damn.
daughter called Wednesday, his daughter called and said, "No, Walter passed away." So tomorrow's his funeral. So I'm gonna go see
Damn.
my man tomorrow. Yeah, doing the job. So I told him yesterday. I said, "Look, man, I know Walter used to do a lot of stuff that's not in the job description." I said, "But I'm not gonna be the new Walter, bro. I'm not gonna die in here
Hmm.
because I don't know what conditions
Yeah.
I have. I mean, I have high blood pressure or whatever, or cholesterol. I don't want to drop dead in the elevator, bro."
Yeah. Where did they like find him or something at his house or?
I don't know, because my boss said that he called him and some lady picked up and said he didn't take his pills and lost signal. And that was like 2 weeks back. So I'm
Oh,
thinking
damn.
he had like a heart attack and he was in a coma or whatever, because he was like on a respirator. They said that he was almost like life support,
Hmm.
and they pulled the plug, I guess. But now there's like conflicting reports because he was an anti-vaxxer to the end. He didn't take vaccines. He didn't take any medicine. Everything with him is like natural healing and stuff. So supposedly they say he might have had COVID too. But
Oh man. I hope
yeah,
not.
yeah,
But I mean, that's sad. That sucks.
yeah. So if I'm not here no more, it's the job.
The freaking big old trash bags did you in.
I survived the projects, the army, everything, but I couldn't get past that trash bag, man. That shit is
Yeah.
no joke.
That reminds me of speaking of like funny, not funny, I shouldn't say that, but how you're saying the trash bags did you in if you were to go like that.
Yeah.
Like years ago, we were reading on the teeter hang-ups. If you have like a bad back, you can hang upside down on it.
Yes, they say that works. They say that works.
They do work. I use my dad's every now and then because my back will start hurting, so I'll go to my dad's and
Yeah.
use his because he has one. But there's back in the day when they first came out, I'm sure they still have them, but there was a little warning label on it that says what does it say? Misuse of this product can cause serious injury or even death. And so me and my friends were reading it and we're like, damn, imagine if like Georgie got on that and he died. I'm like, damn, the teeter hangups did him in, man. Teeter hangups took him out.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yep. He went through all this time in his whole life, and the teeter hangups killed him.
Well, you have to spin upside down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what
Yeah.
if you?
Oh, I
fell
got
and-
stuck on it.
and broke.
They're scary.
It's scary, right?
Well, because my dad's his only goes down to a certain angle, so it's
Okay.
easier. It's easy to put yourself back up. But my friend, he has one that hangs like straight, like all the way up and down, like you're just hanging like a bat. And
Oh.
it was like I think it was like last year. My back was hurting, and my dad, he wasn't at home, so I asked my friend if I can use his real
Yeah.
quick. And I went over there, and I was hanging upside down on it. And he had just walked inside his house to go set up his kids' food, I think. And
Yeah.
I was in his garage. So I got on it, and when I went back down, that's when I realized it goes all the way. They went all the way down, so I was just hanging. And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Damn, this is different than my dad's." And I was just hanging there.
Hanging there.
And then so like after like 5 minutes, I'm trying to pull myself up, and I can't do it, dude. Like because it was set to his weight and his height. So when he uses it, he can pull himself up. But since I'm taller, the balance was off, so I couldn't pull myself up.
So if he
And
never came back,
that's the thing. It took him about 15 minutes to finally come back out, and I was sitting there, and I was just, dude, like my eyes felt like they were about to blow up. My face was getting all
what
pressured.
if he had never come back? Say if he went somewhere,
I don't know.
would you have died on that thing?
It felt like I probably could have, to be honest.
Holy crap! Can you imagine
Yeah,
that?
and it was a good 15 minutes. And I heard him open the door to the garage, I was like, dude, help. That's all I said. I was like, dude, help. And he ran over and he flipped me over. And then right when I flipped over, I looked at him, he was all, oh my God, dude, your eyes. 'Cause my eyes were like
Crap.
bloodshot.
Really? So now you weren't having back pain no more. You're all messed up in the eyes. You know, that's the stuff that would only happen to us, man. Jeez. Unbelievable. I think you froze up again. Oh, you're acting. One or the other. Oh, no, you really froze this time. I think you froze up. Yeah, there you go. Now you're mute.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Now I hear you.
Oh, okay.
I was
That
like,
was
damn,
weird.
this guy's a good actor, bro. Just like Joaquin Phoenix.
Yep. But no, yeah, that thing, I thought I was dead that day, dude. No, like, honestly, I was like, oh my, and I didn't want to start yelling for help because he was in there with family. His in-laws were over eating.
Right.
I was like,
It's
damn, I don't know if I should start yelling for help, but should I just sit here and be polite and just die quietly, or do I start screaming?
I think at some point though, because everyone knows their own body, I think at some point you would have started screaming for help when you knew you were slipping out of consciousness and stuff. Yeah. I know I would have, because I'm shy like that too, and I get embarrassed, but I would have.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, for that 15 minutes, though, I was just sitting. I was like, God, I don't want to start yelling, but I was like, man, this sucks. It hurt. It started to hurt. And the same thing with my uncle Pancho, he had one too, and he went upside down on it and got stuck. And luckily he said there was a table next to him. He was stuck for like 20 minutes. And he said luckily there was a table next to him and he was able to push off the table and get up, and he was home alone.
I gotta research that. I'm sure people have died doing that thing. I'm
Probably.
sure.
That's
dangerous, bro. Because there was a thing, not to get off topic, but there was a thing I was watching the other day. Some guy, he wanted to mail himself from wherever he was to Australia, but it took a detour and he wound up in New York, but the box has spun upside down.
Oh.
And he said that he was pretty much like a second or two from death when they opened up the box, because they felt him moving and trying to struggle, and they ripped the box open, and
So how was he suspended upside down? Did he like lock himself in?
Yeah, and he locked himself like in this big crate, but then he realized that he barely had any wiggle room. So then he was like, wait, it was supposed to be a 22-hour flight. And he's like, wait, I've been here for 3 days. When am I getting out of here? When they opened up that box, he's like, I was in New York City. He was like, I don't know how the hell I wound up in New York City, but he was there.
Damn, so he was upside down. He was probably full of piss and shit.
Yep. And the thing is, his joints, he got some chronic problem with his joints. They stiffened up. Can you imagine the
I've seen that.
excruciating pain that is?
I've seen that there's a YouTube channel where people were shipping themselves to different cities and states and different countries. But I couldn't, and a lot of them, they look funny and cool, but you can't tell if they're real because once they go in the box, you don't see nothing. So
No, you
they
don't
probably
see
fake a lot
nothing.
of them.
Right. No,
Mhm.
because this one I seen was from the infographics show. And they were going on
Mhm.
about, but yeah, I seen some Asian guy not too long ago. He melts himself somewhere, but that's illegal, right? I mean, because I know they detained the dude, but
Mhm.
he had to go to hospital though. It took him a long time to recover because and to this day his joints are all messed up.
Yeah,
You got to
that's
give yourself
crazy.
some wiggle room though. I guess
Mhm.
he realized when it was too late. He was like, wait, I don't have that much space in here. And
Yep.
you got to be
Oh
crazy,
man, I
bro. I'm
screwed
not
up.
going in
Yeah,
the
man,
box.
it's a long day. This long 24
Yeah,
hours.
because he said that he had no sense of time, but he was like, "Look, I know I should be where I needed to go." Because at first he went to Los Angeles, and then they put him on another plane from LA to New York. He said when he woke up when they opened, he was in New York City, and he said, "How the hell did I get here? I was supposed to go to somewhere like in Australia or something." He's like, "I'm in the other side of the planet." 5 days he was there. 5 days.
That's crazy.
And he only had like a water bottle like this to pee in because he said it
Oh
was just a
man.
22-hour flight. He just was wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
yo,
he messed up.
but sometimes you do stuff so stupid you almost deserve to die. I mean,
Mhm.
just
Yep.
take a plane, bro. I don't know.
Yep.
People just want to
Yeah.
experiment on some crazy. Just take a plane.
Yep.
What I do want to do though is the
That's
Amtrak.
crazy.
I want to do some Amtrak.
Oh, the train?
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think we're gonna get like we're gonna get the bullet train around here.
Oh man, I wish we had that over here. In
That
America,
thing goes
we
too
need
damn
more of
fast,
that.
though. I ain't gonna get on that. That thing goes.
You want to get on that?
How much? It goes like what, like 150 or something?
Yes, it's just straight through.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I don't know about that.
they're trying
I
to
don't know.
eliminate
It's
air
fast.
travel. I think they want more trains on the ground now. Which I
If
don't.
that derails at 150, you're done.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Forget it.
Yep.
You see the Mets
But,
going back in black. Back in
I was
black.
gonna bring up baseball again because I probably only got about 10 more minutes.
Yeah, me too. I gotta go get a
Doesn't
haircut
stay.
for this
So
funeral.
let's do a first half season.
Recap.
Yeah.
So recap.
How do you think you guys? How do you think you guys did? Are you happy? You guys are still in first.
First 3 games we lost last night. So you know what it is? We'll beat the Padres. We'll beat who else did we beat up on another good team recently too? But the Pirates and stuff, we just can't beat.
Cubs.
We beat up on the Cubs. We beat up on the Padres. There was another team some other team was really good and we beat them up pretty good. The Braves. We cannot beat the Pirates, who have the worst record in baseball. You know, it's just like when I seen you guys struggling to the Marlins, I was like,
yeah.
Sometimes those bad teams just have your number.
Yeah, they took like 2 out of 3 against us.
Yeah, and one game you blew a late lead. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how did you lose to the Marlins? You know, I don't know. Then now Lindor's kind of hurt. He's been a disappointment. For the injuries and stuff we had, we're in a much better shape than I thought we would be at this time.
Yeah.
We're getting Carlos Carrasco back. We're getting Syndergaard. Don't forget, we have Noah Syndergaard that hasn't pitched for us yet. I mean, one of the best pitchers in baseball.
Yeah,
so
that's
Syndergaard
true.
Is coming back. July 30th, we have the black jerseys. So I'm excited for that.
Do you have one of those ones?
Yeah, I have one. I have my black jersey. Yep.
That's sick.
I love the black Met jerseys, man. They were like my favorite ever. But they brought them back. But I think we're gonna be better. Come on, I don't know. With DeGrom, we got the best pitcher of baseball. I feel like we're better than we should have been already. Now that we're getting guys back, we just have to start winning again. You know, I mean, come on, we got to hit, bro.
You guys are still in first when you guys are playing like that.
Can't complain. We can't hit.
Exactly how the Dodgers are too. The Dodgers, we like you said, we lose to the sorry teams. A lot of our players. We had a lot of injuries, but then even like Ballinger, I mean, he was injured too, but now he's been back. He hasn't even been up to par. And Betts, he was pretty sorry for the first half, but we still have like the second best record in the whole league.
Yep. You lost Bauer.
So I'm happy.
Bauer's
Hopefully we get
gone.
Kershaw back. Bauer,
Ker-
he's done. We need a pitcher.
Kershaw's not around right now.
No, he got injured, but I think he's gonna be back soon.
Okay, so I didn't even
Yeah,
know he
he
got
got
hurt.
inflammation. He got inflammation in
Same
his
thing. That's
pitching
Syndergaard.
pitching
Yeah,
arm.
the inflammation. Yup.
But
Betts hasn't performed now. Bauer. Any news on him? What's going on with him?
I haven't heard nothing. They extended his leave again for the third time, I think.
Oh man, yeah. And then
Mhm.
this guy Starlin Castro now he's on leave now too. I think he beat his wife or something. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with these people.
listen, if
Richard
you have a problem
Sherman.
with your wife, walk away.
Richard Sherman, man, he was
Oh
tripping.
yeah, we didn't even touch on him. We didn't even touch on
Mhm.
Richard Sherman. You know, and the crazy thing with Richard Sherman, he's such a smart guy.
Yeah,
You know,
he is. That's why I told you, I was surprised when I saw that pop up on my notification. I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell? Because he's
Richard-
educated. He talks really eloquent and
yeah, he's like
but I
mentally
guess you never
tough.
know.
You know,
never
women,
and
man. Listen, you know, at the end of the day, a woman will take you out of your element. That's just the truth.
But
woman
it showed him when he got released, his wife was there and they walked out holding hands.
So then what's going on?
I don't know. He must have just got drunk. He said he's trying to work on his mental health right now and stuff. So maybe he got drunk, went crazy a little bit. I mean, it happens.
It happens.
He
And
probably
you
just
know
had one
what?
crazy night of drinking or something.
When he go to Stanford, right?
Yeah, he's Stanford with
But
Jim
I know
Harbaugh.
he grew up in Compton, though.
Yeah.
So maybe, you know, a lot of times you come from bad neighborhoods like that, because it happens to me too, where I come from. You know, sometimes that stays with you more than you think it does.
Up until something just,
And you just snap.
yeah.
It happens, you know, because there's times I have my moments here too, when my wife would say, babe, you know, you're not where you grew up anymore. You know, you're different. You're in a different space now, you know, and
Yeah.
sometimes that catches up to you. But for hear him like say he's gonna kill himself, that disturbed me, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he even admitted to to himself, that he has to really focus on his mental health right now. So I don't think he's gonna play anymore. Maybe not this season at least.
Because he still has it. He still has a lot left in the tank. In my eyes, he was still.
He's only 33.
Yeah,
he's only a year older than me.
That's crazy, right? Man, I'm 36.
Yeah.
I'm at the end. I'm retired already.
Yep.
I'll be retired.
If you were an athlete, huh?
If I was an
Professional athlete,
I'm
you'd
36, unless you're Vince
if
Carter.
you were a running back, you would have been done. Unless
Oh,
you're Frank
yeah.
Gore.
Yeah, because Frank Gore is what, 40 when he still played, or he finally hung it up?
He's still playing.
Oh,
He's not. He played last year, but he's still a free agent this year.
oh, yeah.
you know.
He's a borderline Hall of Fame, I guess, just by longevity and stats.
Oh, he's Hall of Fame for sure. He never gets any respect, man. He's number 3 in all of rushing,
Like Emmett,
in history.
Yeah, I guess so. But I feel like Emmitt Smith is like that too, right? We don't consider him.
We talk about Emmitt Smith more.
Yeah,
Obviously, I mean,
because he
but
played for the
I
Cowboys.
feel like it's just because Frank Gore was too quiet. Nobody likes him because he's too quiet.
Never said a word. And once you
Yeah.
went to the Jets, you're gonna have your downfall, man. But he was great. Frank Gore was. I remember him in the playoffs against us and all of that. Yeah, he was a good player. Just
Yep.
wasn't flashy. Let's put it like that. He wasn't,
but he had
Barkley and nothing like no one.
he
Barry
had
Sanders.
no, but his 2 longest rushing yards or rushing plays were I think 80 yards and 75 yards on back-to-back drives against the Seahawks. So I remember that game. I was like, "What the?" It was freaking insane, dude.
That wasn't the Legion of Boom Seahawks, though, right?
I think it might have been right before that.
Right, yeah, because we lost to them.
He would have did it anyways. Even if it was them.
Yeah, he would have did it anyway. Yeah, because I remember we lost to the Seahawks right before they became the Legion of Boom. We won the Super Bowl that year, but we had lost to them in the regular season. And I remember they were making the thing about Richard Sherman, but
yeah,
that's when Victor Cruz made that tip catch, and we took the lead, and then we lost to their backup quarterback, Charlie Whiteside, or whatever the hell his name was. We always, I swear, you and I, our teams lose to like the most craziest backups ever. You know, it's like,
yeah.
I noticed both of us have that same luck where our teams just like lose head shakers. You're like, who do you lose? I don't even know this guy. He literally looked like Jesus Christ because he had like some long hair. And it's like Jesus Christ came out of nowhere and was quarterbacking for the Seahawks that day. And he like lit us up. And then he
Yeah.
never heard from him again. I was like, he
Mhm.
played one game, lit us up, and just never was played in the NFL ever again.
That's just like that one guy. What the hell is his name for the Packers? Aaron Rodgers' backup was it
Matt
Matt
Flynn.
Flynn?
Matt Flynn lit us up too. He lit us up.
Yeah, because he had that crazy game where he threw for like 4 touchdowns,
Against
like 400
us.
yards,
Against
and then he got signed by he got picked up by someone. And then he just
this
sucked.
team signed him, and then was it the Seahawks? Because he became their starter, but then Russell Wilson came out of nowhere and he never played for them.
Yeah.
But he got that contract off of lighting us up.
Yeah. That was against you guys, the
against
game?
us. Yup. 5 touchdowns, 500 yards, 95% complete percentage. He got that contract for lighting us up.
Yep.
And then the next year,
Remember
you
that.
just never seen him again.
Ever again.
It's like
you've seen him a couple of times, but he never did that again.
You got to play the 49ers or the Giants, and you're going to get a contract because you're going to light us up and then just disappear. And if you play baseball against the Dodgers or the Mets, you light us up and then you get your contract and you just disappear. It's the craziest thing. It just makes me shake my head. It just does not make sense. It just, because I remember one time, Michael Vick, when he played for the Eagles, he was out. And he used to kill us for some reason when he was with the Eagles. He was out injured. My sister calls and says, "Oh, Mike Vick is out," because it was a Sunday night football game. She goes, "We got this one." I said, "Jen, this game is over, but not good for us." I said, "Whoever's going to come in is going to tear us up." Vince Young comes in, lights us up, and we never heard from him again either. And it's just, if there's a backup or a rookie pitcher, I'm screwed. If it's a guy making his major league debut, the Mets are not winning that game. They just, I don't know. But if we go against Greinke, Kershaw, Bauer, we'll win.
Yeah, exactly.
But you got you and I making our first start. We'll beat the Mets or the Dodgers. The craziest thing, man. It's just, I don't know.
It's just one of those things, dude. It's just
all
people like us. That's just how it happens.
Yeah, because you know what it is? We're so big fanatics. We love the game and our team so much. It's just like they mess us up. We have like the worst luck. We sacrifice so much for the game, and we have the worst luck in the world. It's like being in a bad relationship.
It's like being a diehard fan sometimes.
Yeah, it's like being in a toxic relationship or something. It's like you stick around even though it's not good. The relationship is not working out, but you stick around, it's like a marriage of convenience.
Yeah, that's like I stuck with the 49ers for almost a whole straight decade from like 2003 to 2012 when we sucked. And I was still a diehard fan. Every time they lost, it would ruin my day.
Yep, same here with the Giants, man. I've been in a lot of bad moods in the last couple of years, just
or even not even just a day. I'd be mad for like a good 3 days. When they lost.
Yep. No, they're definitely bad for my mental health.
Yep.
It's not good. But I tried to curb that since I got with my new wife, because she don't play that stuff. She don't play that bad mood and all that. So I try to curb it. But and see my
Maddie knows once we lose, she's like, "Oh, great! Now he's gonna be pissed off all day."
Yep. But see, my ex
not pissed off, but I'll just be really quiet.
Yeah, just a sombering day, and then it ruins
almost
it
like someone died or something.
Right, and then it takes my motivation to watch the rest of the league, because if the Giants win that week, I'm like real focused. I'm like, okay.
Or even it takes your motivation to even if say you wanted to go out after to go eat or go shopping, you don't want to leave the house somewhere. You just want to sit on the couch and just go to the room.
Feel bad for myself, and I try to watch YouTube other Giant fans on a rant. I like, okay, at least I know I'm not alone,
Exactly.
It will definitely take a toll on you. For sure.
Yeah.
But this been
great.
Bro,
I got to take off.
Me too, man. Yeah, me too.
I got to go do her hair appointment.
Same
I want to
here.
make her late.
I gotta go to the
be
barber.
My fault.
Gotta go to the barber shop. But this is
get
great.
The thumbnail.
Oh, yep. Let me show my New York.
Let me get the mic baby. Out of the way. Let me show my little cut.
And why Tupac, where he's from.
Cool. I think I got it. Got a good one. All
Can
right,
you
I'll
get the
get that done. I'll
Tupac?
send to
Get the
you.
Tupac
Huh?
face here. Put a Tupac face here because he's from New York. So
Oh,
gotta.
well, yeah, I mean, hey, he's from New York.
Just
What
a
can I say?
reminder. Just a reminder, man. My
Yeah.
daily reminder.
I know. I know.
As James says, it's all about geography with me. So I think
That's what I said. I told. I said that. I was like, you love
okay.
your geography stuff.
Yes, geography is big time for me, man. But my brother,
All right, man.
I'll see you.
Mhm.
I'll be sharing stuff with you throughout the week. Love you. Be safe.
Love you too, man.
It's
You be
crazy
safe
world.
too. Go
You
get
too,
your
brother.
haircut.
You too. You too. Like Maddie.
I cut my hair the
You did it yourself.
other
Or you went
day.
to a barber.
Did it myself.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I got the fade.
I'm checking. How do you fade it? Is there like a
Start
certain
off
way
with the well. I start off. I'll shave the whole thing with a number 6,
Okay.
and then to fade it, I'll do the whole side with a number 2. And I'll go up with the number 2, fade the back with the 2, and then I'll get a 1. And with the 1, I just go along the side, just really straight.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna add when I
Mhm.
try to do it myself. I'll ask you about it because I'm trying to
Yeah.
learn how to do it myself.
Yeah, I started doing it myself, man. Like I've been doing it myself for like the past 10 years probably because I got tired of I used to pay like $6 for a haircut. Now it's like
Damn.
20 something.
I pay 40.
I ain't doing that.
I pay 40 because it's
Oh, yeah, see?
32, and then I
No.
tip up to 40. I round it out.
Yeah. So
But
yeah,
it's
no, I
normally
can't do
32.
that.
I know you.
Mhm.
You know what, man? I gotta start taking some financial advice from you. Because
You gotta save $40 for one haircut and just buy a little clipper set from Amazon and
Okay.
start practicing. Do it
Yeah,
yourself.
that's
It's
what I'm
easier
gonna
than you
do.
think.
Yeah, right.
Every now and then I have my wife just get the back a little bit because I
Me
can't really
too.
get the back.
Yeah, just
Mm.
the baby hairs.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
just I'm telling you, just one day, just don't go and just order yourself a clipper set and then
Yeah.
just practice a little
Start
bit.
asking financial
I'll
advice,
give you a
man.
walkthrough.
Give me a walkthrough. Yeah. See, I love having you
Mhm.
around, man. You help me a lot of stuff.
Yeah, see, and another shade of blue. That's what
Another
I
shade of
teach you how
blue.
to cut your hair. I'll show you how to cut you. I teach you how to save money instead of spending $40
Yes.
on a haircut.
Yes.
So
All right. Sounds good, my
that's what we
brother.
do.
And I'm gonna send you the book. I'm sending you. It's brand new.
Oh yeah,
No pages
man,
missing. Nothing. Completely
it
brand
looks
new.
good. Yeah, it looks like mint condition.
Mint condition. It has has some photos in here. You see,
Mhm.
it's great.
Man,
I'm gonna send it to you.
yeah, I'll get you something sent out too.
No doubt about it. I'll send it out this week. I'll send it out to you.
All right, man.
Love you, man.
Love you too. See you
Have a
next
good one.
week.
See you next week. Thank you, everybody,
All
for
right.
watching. See you guys.